Don't mock Jock. Aunt Sarah had only just arrived to look after the baby while Jim Dear and Darling were away, but already her Siamese cats, Cy and Em, had caused nothing but trouble. When they made a huge mess in the living room, Lady had been blamed for it, and Aunt Sarah had taken Lady to be fitted with a muzzle. Meanwhile, left alone in the house, Cyanam had discovered the dodgy door and that led out to the garden. What's work for what's works for doggies works for kitties too, hissed Cy. They slunk out to the garden. They dug in the flower beds, scared the birds at the bird bath, and chased a squirrel up a tree. They found a small hole in the garden fence. They poked their heads through the hole and spied Jock snoozing by his kennel. Time for a wake-up call? Time for a wake-up call? Said Anne, smiled and nodded. They squirmed through the hole and stole silently across the yard until they were sitting in either side of the sleeping Jock. Then, at the same moment, they let loose and shrilled, ear-splitting yawled. Jock awoke with a start. By the time he had identified the culprits, Cyanam were halfway across the lawn, heading for the fence. Jock tore after them, barking, but in a flash the cats squirmed through the small hole and were out of Jock's reach. The opening was too small for Jock. He had to be content. He had to be content with sticking his head through and barking at the cats while as they strolled casually up the back steps of Lady's house and through the doggy door. Then they collapsed and laughed in a laughing fit on the kitchen floor. Dogs are dim-witty, Cy cackled. They waited for a while. They then crept out through the doggy door again, itching to try their trick once more. Peeking through the hole in the fence, they spied Jock, eyes closed, lying in front of his kennel. They squirmed through the hole and crept towards him, but this time Jock was ready for them. When the cats got within 5 feet of him, the Fitzy Scotty leaped to his feet and growled. The cats gave a start, wheeled around and raced for the fence, only to find the way blocked by Jock's friend, Trusty the bold bloodhound, who stood growling between the cats and the hole. Jock and Trusty chased Cyanam around Jock's garden until Jock was conflicted they had learned their lesson. Then they allowed the cats to retreat through the hole in the fence. This time they didn't stop running until they were up the back steps, through the doggy door, and safely inside. And inside it was is where they stayed.